Good morning, peace and blessings. Happy Saturday. I'm the Moon Mama. Saturday is the day governed by Saturn. Saturn is currently at the 13th degree of Aquarius. And Saturn is the planet of cause and effect. Karma, what you put out, you get back, right? This is not a negative thing. This is just like breathing. When you breathe in, you're going to breathe out. When you breathe out, you're going to breathe in. And if you take a deep breath, you're going to have the experience of a deep breath. If you take a shallow breath, you're going to have the experience of a shallow breath. You're going to have the effect of a shallow breath, right? And Saturn in Aquarius is really about focusing on your true, authentic self. Aquarius is the energy of deep authenticity. It's, we use language like rebel, right? Because it means breaking away from the conventional ways of being, breaking away from what everyone else is up to, what everyone else is doing. And so Saturn there says to focus on what is really true to you because you're not following the crowd in Aquarius. And at the 13th degree, it's focus, right? So Saturn in Aquarius is the energy that is bringing the age of Aquarius to our new reality. The age of Aquarius is a really significant thing. We've been talking about it because these ages are something that, as humans, we've been living through for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, and a new age brings in a new energy, and a new energy is like a new light, right? So you know how you can buy a different light bulb. You see these light bulbs here. You can buy them dimmer. You can buy different kinds, right? So there's a new energy coming in, and we are at the beginning of it really coming into our practical everyday lives. It's been here in the system already, but now we're going to be experiencing it like the people who are just everyday folks are experiencing it. So you see, we have COVID that has been occurring, where technology is changing. Our government is coming undone. We cannot, we can't, because what happens is the systems, the way they're running, are starting to break down. It's like if your car, right? Like your car has to be maintained. It has to be updated. And at some point, the parts for that car aren't available anymore. Like there are things where, like I've been updating some of my Microsoft stuff, which just it makes me cuckoo. But they're like, whatever from 2013 just isn't available anymore. And that's what's happening in our own solar system. Energies are just not available anymore. They're just running out. So you're starting to see the Western ways of being are just becoming obsolete. They're rotten. They're going away. So Saturn in Aquarius is saying, come back to the core so that you can rebuild yourself into a new reality, into a new way of being, into a new way of thinking. And what that has meant for me personally is, first of all, just removing the old stuff, just letting go of the belief systems from the old reality. And, some of the belief systems that I've had to really work with around money, right? Like believing that we can only make money in certain ways. The capitalistic world needs you to believe that. It needs you to believe that you can only heal yourself with this kind of medicine. You'll only be happy if you have these things. This is the only thing that's attractive. This is because then you'll be spending your money and your energy, not just your money, because money is energy, your energy towards pursuing their reality, what they consider desirable, but that is so limited. That is far from the truth of who we really are, especially as Black people. And it benefits the system to keep Black people trapped in the energies and the beliefs of not having enough and being in danger and being pursued and being, and just being at odds with this system. It benefits the system because anything you're fighting against or focusing on, you're growing. So the benefit, the thing to do right now, as many people, as for all people, but especially Black people, is leave the system. Leave it. How do you leave it, right? It's the biblical scripture of being in the world, but not of it. And, I'm going to tell you who does this well. and nobody likes them, Jehovah's Witnesses. They are not a part of the system. They literally are in the world, but not of it. Now, I'm not saying become a Jehovah's Witness, because their philosophy, to me, their religion is not in alignment um, with higher truth. They are, to me, let me say that, for me. But what they practice is closer to it than anything I see in this that we all know about, right? They don't use medicine the way that we do. They have different belief. They're on a different track, is what I'll say. And so we want to get off of this track. We want to stop believing that we need their medicine to heal us. We want to stop believing in the food groups that we're told. We want to stop practicing and understanding these work day. Like, all of that sort of stuff is going to come undone. Like, we want to start freeing ourselves up to be our own universe, so that you can actually experience the benefit, the blessing, the power of the universe that is aligned to the God frequency that you are. You have to step into being your own divine being, your own God in your own life. And that means being fully responsible for yourself, fully responsible through your relationship to God, though. So you're not really being responsible for yourself at all. You're just surrendering to the highest frequency of the God consciousness within you. And that is a process. You cannot do that. I couldn't do it overnight. I couldn't. Some of these younger people totally can, because they're born into it already. But for those of us who are of a certain age, clutch your pearls. We have to take off the layers. We have to remove the layers, right? And so Saturn in Aquarius says removing the layers. So what I'm experiencing right now in my family, I come from a family of seers and mediums and prophets and ministers who couldn't function in their natural gifts, natural ways of being, because we were indoctrinated into the slave system that said, this is how you get to God. You can only get to God by Jesus. And this is behavior that is acceptable. So what that eventually started to look like in my family was addiction, because people were trying to numb themselves from feeling the real energy of who they are, trying to fight against being what was socially acceptable when that's not who we are. And so I'm starting to see my family is starting to have an incredible awakening. And my niece is just, she just, and it's blowing me away. Like, because all the things that I've been saying and all the things that I've thought and all the things that I've been, kind of sounding the alarm, this is what's happening. This is who we are. Like, people are starting to get it now, and people are starting to realize that what I was saying had value, and I'm having to let go of the fight now, because people are like, oh yeah, we understand. So I've been in this position for years of, this is what it is, this is what it is, this is what it is, and fighting the resistance. And now it's like, you can put it down. So I'm having to give myself an opportunity to recalibrate my energy so that I can get into alignment with, like, okay, we're going now. Like, everyone's here. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's go. So it's happening, and it's very surreal, and I don't even know what to say. Like, I just am. I'm really in awe. I'm really in awe of it. So I'm also, Saturn is restrictions. And so some of us might be experiencing restrictions. And I feel like those restrictions are really just to help us get completely present in the moment. That's what the restrictions are feeling like for me, to get really present. So that's what I'm saying. Like, my family is here now. So I have been in a story internally of, like, trying to get things to be a certain way, or aligning things. And it's like, it's aligned now. You can stop that. You can bring yourself here, because being in the present moment. So in my family, I was always in the future and trying to make things right, and always in another dimension. And, I was always in another reality, attempting to organize things with my ancestors, all of that sort of stuff. And now it's like, we're here. We're here. Everyone's with you. Now we're going to move forward. And so I'm working to get, so the restrictions are feeling like just getting as present as possible, with the breath, with the beating heart, with the moment. No words. The sun in Taurus. The sun in Taurus is just be here. Silence. Silence. Oh. And so, that's really all I got today. I'm going to be working today on the Pluto retrograde course, helping those who are registered for it really get into alignment with this energy. I've been having some technical problems, so I haven't been able to upload stuff in the way that I really want to. So I apologize for that for those of you who are there, but the beginning stuff is there, so we're going to move more on board today. This is a self-directed course. I am offering the rituals, videos. I might do a live class. I'm not sure, but maybe I will. But I just want to say thank you for everyone who's doing donations yesterday or today. I really appreciate it. And we're in a different time. The energy has shifted. The moon in Aries means that we are moving forward. We're going to have a new moon in Taurus. And I'm going to be doing a new moon meditation, planting moon meditation. And if you'd like to participate in that, you can participate. I think I'll do like a love donation of $15. And if you want to do that, I can give you the link, and it's going to be on the 10th. And it's going to be to set the intention for stepping more powerfully into understanding your value. This thing I'm talking about, right? Like coming, because Taurus is our planet Earth energy. It brings us here to the moment, to this experience in the body. And so you have to set an intention in your mind first and foremost. So with that, you all, peace and blessings. This is all very surreal. I don't know if anyone else is experiencing it. If you are, please tell me, please share. But I love you all. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.